Hey, welcome to How to Build Your Own Home. I want to talk about utilities, specifically power. I always just teach you what I'm going through, what I've figured out, and hopefully that inspires your life and how you can handle some of the challenges you have with your own home. Right here, we've got a 3-inch conduit coming up through the concrete, and that's going to be our power. Now, we are not going to do a meter panel on the house. A meter panel is where you see that round glass thing, and you see it moving just a little bit when it's drawing power. That's going to be over by the power pole, and I'll explain why in just a second. But we had a trench go through here, and I took a picture of that, and we had an inspection. Inspection passed, but before we had the inspection, we ran a conduit. We connected the conduit outside here, about 3 feet down in the dirt, and in that trench, we ran a conduit, which is going to pull our main line for power for the home. But we also ran a conduit, which is what you see right here. And this is for cable and for digital, low voltage, etc., like that. That's also running out to the power. Now, why are we not putting the meter? This is a mechanical room. Why are we not putting the meter panel on the home? I'm going to go show you over here. Okay, here we are. We are near the pole here. And again, this is a lot of communication that has to take place between your power company, yourself, and even your client. If you're watching as a builder or if you're watching as an owner builder, you are the client. So we've got here a conduit going up to the pole there. And of course, they told us that needed to be 6 inches from the pole. Got that all squared away. This is underground. Had to be 3 feet down into the ground. That all passed. Got our grounding rod right here. And this is the supply to the house. Now, the meter is going to be right here. This is where the meter is going to go. It's not necessarily ideal, but it worked out best for this home because the power company will not extend power from the pole in excess of, to the home in excess of 150 feet. And we're probably 177, 180 plus feet. So they wouldn't do that. So they're going to put the meter here. And then we run our line set from here all the way to that conduit that's coming through the concrete that I just explained to you earlier. And below here, you can see there's a pedestal here. And if you see a pedestal like this, it's typically low voltage, television, cable, etc., like that. We've got that in the trench at the same time coming right into the pedestal. So it worked out great. Typically, they have some issues with running conduit or so close to high voltage. One's high voltage, one's low voltage. We kept them apart. This was a 3-foot trench. We kept low voltage about 2+ feet away from the high voltage, so there's no interference. It's kind of like Ghostbusters. Oh no, we don't want to cross the streams. Don't cross the streams. It's the same way. You don't want to cross or bring those two too close to each other. You kind of want to keep them apart at least a foot, and it keeps the interference if there is any down. A lot of cable now has insulation on it, but it's always something nice to factor in. Again, when you're dealing with power, a lot of times you run into situations like this. Where are you going to put the meter? Where's the transformer going to be? Where's the transition hookup? All that kind of stuff. And if you can solve a lot of problems at the same time, great. We have power coming here, and it comes at an angle about 15 feet, and behind the cameraman is water, and then we're going to take gas beyond that. I don't like to cross those. Again, you don't want to cross the streams. Just think of Ghostbusters. Don't cross the streams and keep everything in parallel, and you're going to be okay. This is How to Build Your Own Home, talking about power and how best to bring it to your property.